Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered, where today we are heading into Sen's Fortress. So let's head that way. Thankfully, we're already right here because I felt like accomplishing something in the last episode. So we just gotta go right over here. There's the entrance. Our buddy's no longer sitting there. And there's a weird elevated tile right here. I wonder what that could be about. Come on, guys. Let's be good friends. Nice thing about the dart traps is you can use them to your advantage. Because I know I'd much rather have them kill an enemy for me than harm me. Yeah, these snake dudes are weird. And we're going to see a bunch of them. Because that's kind of how this place goes. I hope we get farther away from that bell soon. It's going to get annoying having that thing ring so frequently. So here we've got some lovely pendulums of ouchies and doom. Actually, I think from here we can survive the fall down, but there is a Titanite demon down there. And the floor is also, like, tarred and sticky and really troublesome. It's not a floor that I want to fight a Titanite demon on, at least not before getting the ring that lets me walk unimpeded on such surfaces. Which might actually be down there. Well, I don't know. Either way, with how much effort we had to go through to kill the one Titanite demon yesterday, I don't exactly feel like facing another right this moment. And down she goes. Okay, souls were a little late in showing up. And you'll note that there's another elevated tile right there. And this is a safe chest. Oh boy, large Titanite. We appreciate those. Okay, so here... yes, there's the one snake man who sleeps against the wall. And who we can actually safely ignore right now. And then there's that guy who gets taken out by that, like a chump. Of course, he's not dead. It'd be too easy if he was dead. There we go. Hopefully that'll... Yep, that's the end of him. So we actually want to go down here and hop off over here. Because... if you can see, our good buddy is over there. But first, we got to deal with this snake man. And that snake man, apparently. Well then. I think we might be able to upgrade our sword again because of the 2 large Titanite we got, so it's not the worst thing being sent back to this bonfire. Gonna have to use one of our souls to get some souls to do it with, but not like that's hard. Would you look at that? We've got some souls.
Well, hello again. You seem to need anything.
So let's just see. We can indeed upgrade it again. Let's do it. I like having my weapon be better.
Neither of
So back to Sen's Fortress we go. And I clearly should have used one of my smaller souls considering how much we have left over after that. Don't know why I thought it would cost that much more. All right, snaky dudes. Please come say hello. He just blocked a dart that came from behind him. I mean, that takes some measure of skill, right? Okay, can you guys stop being jerks real quick? Okay. And there's just one. The jerkitude is significantly decreased. Because then we can just easily get behind him. Well, not necessarily easily. Especially not when his buddy's just wobbling around on us. Because the ragdoll physics on corpses in this game is silly. I do like when you can shove them over edges like that. Wait a minute. So, apparently that's not a bottomless abyss. I guess you can see where the trees poke out of the ground, but, like, the fact that it's so dark down there makes it feel like maybe he shouldn't just be hanging out there perfectly well lit. But hey, what you gonna do? Kind of wish I had a silver cat ring. Being able to take a fall without taking as much damage would let us pretty easily get down there. Okay, let's not get murdered here. Ow. Ow. Okay, so that was definitely health negative. Not a good exchange. Oh, there's two casters down there. Interesting. Thankfully, since they're down there and we're up here, they're not really going to be too much of an issue. We've only got this lady to deal with. They're dealt with. I do like using the traps to my advantage here. The fact that it's something you can even do is pretty neat. So is the snake man gonna come say hello? Maybe not. But you know what? That didn't do as much as I was hoping. This, on the other hand, will do plenty. Got our souls back. What happened to the snake who was here? Well, this guy clearly had a problem. And now he's hanging on by a wrist. Come on. Come on. Go ahead and fall. There you go. And now we can talk to our good... Who killed this one? Siegmeyer, did you kill these guys? Or was it the rocks when I wasn't looking? Anyway. Hi, Siegward.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you.
What's the splendid news?
Ah, so you see my fight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against the wall, or a ball, to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development.
Perhaps. No, I wanted to talk.
Perhaps I could bark, no doubt. My head would spin. Perhaps I could try some robot.
Okay. Let's go solve his problem for him again. Because that's going to be pretty much the entire story arc with him is he has a problem, we solve it for him, and he appreciates it. You'll note there is an item there. We are going to want that, but we can't exactly safely get to it right this moment. I love seeing that happen. Brings me no end to joy. Oh. Well, that's an attack I didn't... Wow. That's one hell of an attack. Well then. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And it looks like we are back down here. Probably before we talk to our buddy over here.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from?
So yeah, I'll just exhaust his dialogue and then we'll get going again.
So here, but who knows?
Thankfully, it didn't have us lose too much progress there. Like, it would have been kind of bothersome if it had just killed us up there and decided, hey, you're back at the bonfire. But no, since we only lost, basically, since we picked up our souls, we are still in business. Ooh, and that one actually killed her. Convenient. Let's wait for the next one to come down. And now we can head up here, which I don't think actually gets us anything yet. Or at all. Oh, well, there's a chest. Ooh. I believe that increases defense against, like, yeah, physical. I mean, hey, it's more commonly useful than the Tearstone ring. And let's go ahead and drop here. Whoops. Needed to drop a little higher up if we wanted the item. Oh, well, that can be arranged. Okay, item down there. And here we go. What is it? It's a weapon I don't care about. Hooray for that, I guess. So now let's make our way on back up to the fog wall and then go through it. I'm actually in a little bit of a pickle here because there's no bonfire nearby that I can remember. In fact, if memory serves, there's only one bonfire in the whole of this place. And it's a good ways away. So here we've got a button that actually activates this. Which means if we can avoid tripping it, that would be great, but standing to its side also works. Also, hello. Fancy meeting you here. Are you alone? You look like you're alone. You realize I can see you, right? The fact that, you know, he can clearly see me and I can clearly see him, and yet he does nothing because I haven't left this little archway, is kind of silly. Whoa, I'm so surprised! You have definitely gotten an ambush on me. You have the upper hand, sir. I definitely didn't see anything coming. Do you think he believed me? I hope so. Okay, so here we gotta be a little careful. Because of that. Okay, a little more careful than that. Let's go where it's safe, have a drink. Now we're gonna go up, which I believe is actually not safe. Oh yeah, that's not safe. But we got here. Took a nice little shortcut. So now we could send the balls out here where they just go to nothing. We could send the balls out here, which is actually where they were going earlier. It's just making sure that no one was in there to change where it was going. But where we want the balls to go first is down here. And so we'll give this a push. And the ball should be sent that way. Good. And now we'll give the ball or the lever a push this way and then another push this way. Because we got the one ball we needed to go that way. And the rest can be sent out to nowhere. So now we can actually explore this way a little bit. Because there is stuff. And this is, I believe, where we were supposed to go if we wanted to. They say try up, but up is spikes. I don't want to try up. But yeah, if we didn't walk through the ball to get to the changer, then that's where we would have come up from. Oh, it doesn't open from this side. Interesting. But we've already changed the ball's path, so we don't really need to care too much. So now that we're in here, we can talk to Big Hat Logan.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Though, okay, master key works. Good. I was going to say I don't think we have the key to open his cage, but we did.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm saved, and I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll be along later. Whoa, I'll be just fine, young one. Oh, hello. I'll be...
Okay. And let's see what we've got here. Gotta actually get in the cage, which always feels way more dangerous than it is. And these are going to say, like, try jumping. Okay, praise the sun. That works. Oh, neither one is try jumping. That's unusual. Because, yeah, that's death down there. I don't believe this one is the hidden path. At least not yet. Some of these cages do become elevators later on, but I believe you need to first take the elevator from above in order to actually activate it. And we can't exactly do that from here. So let's actually go where we're supposed to have gone. Hearing that machinery still going. Oh, someone turned it. That's not good. Run faster. Ow. Still gotta run. We're not safe yet. So these messages are warning us about the first mimic in the game. You can tell it's a mimic because see that chain coming off the right side? It's pointing towards it, towards whoever would be opening it, rather than curled around behind. And also, if you get in close, you can actually see it's breathing. So yeah, that's a mimic. I do want it dead. I don't have any healing to speak of, so this is a bit of a risk. Ooh. I was not aware that you could knock a mimic flat like that. So I guess that was not really any risk at all. So now we've got a lightning spear, which actually is not going to be good for us in terms of matchups against other players, because that actually does count as a fairly high level item because of how late in the game you actually get the ability to do lightning enchants. But whatever. So yeah, you got to get off that before it goes up into the spikes, because that's death. And death is generally not good for you. Like, I don't have a source for that, but I feel like it's true. Seriously, though, who turned that? Well, at least it's going the other way and not towards us. Is there anyone up here who turned it? Or did it just decide to send a ball our way just because? Or did I not actually turn it all the way? Was that my bad? Could have been my bad. But now it's going where we want it to. I shouldn't walk in front of it. That's actually really dangerous. So, if we go down here, then this is... yeah, this is where we came in, so... huh. What the hell? Why did it get turned? I don't understand. Like, it doesn't just turn on its own ordinarily. But I guess there's just a trigger that if you walk through that door, it changes so that the balls come that way. Even if there's no actual enemy manning the thing to turn it. That's really unpleasant. Come on, guys. Okay, that's one down. The easy way. And I mean, hey, at least now we can get through this without getting murdered by balls. And thereby we can keep our Estus. We can definitely at least make sure to take fewer hits from the balls and thus use fewer Estus. So actually it might be a good idea from here to use our bow to get the attention of the guy across the way. Because then we might be able to encourage him to get hit by one of these pendulums and just fall off on his own. There he goes. Yeah, when an arrow can save you some trouble, it's usually worth using. Especially when it's only one arrow. Unfortunately, since she's a caster, we can never save ourselves trouble with an arrow against her. Though we can save ourselves some trouble with sword. I'd never noticed how they only have 3 swords. But that is what enables them to use that grab attack that crashed the game. And hey, look, the wall is rebuilt. That's how walls work, right? Okay, so is the ball going to come this way? Or is it done coming this way forever? It looks like it's done coming this way forever. I appreciate that. Hello. Okay, that's enough for her. That guy's gonna come our way, but I don't know that he'll get to us. Siegmeyer has already moved on. And that's totally fine. Hope that snake behind us doesn't actually manage to catch up. He should leash before he gets here. Well, at least our souls are easy to get. And someone got taken out by a ball or something. Let's grab those right now, considering we had an opening to do so. And I certainly prefer having them to losing them. So is the ball going to come this way? Sounds like it is. Yep. So this time we'll follow it down. That's much safer than running from it. First time I played this game, I actually kept running straight into that little hole because I was running from a ball rather than following it. But actually, I just noticed that they opened a hole in the wall past it. I don't recall this existing. Gonna let a ball go by. Ooh, covetous gold serpent ring. I love that ring. Because it gets a... Well, no, that's the... Well, item discovery is still good. It's not the silver serpent ring. I feel like this... Yes, this was a mistake coming here. Now, can we get out? Nope. We're dead. Sure, I could have healed and then run, but wouldn't have really done too much for us. Yeah, we could have keep running out the hole there and then just fallen to our death. Well, that's not exactly helpful now, is it? Of course, it's not like it's any less helpful than just getting run down by a giant ball. So, once again, we lure these guys so that we can use the darts on one of them. Did we only aggro one? So how come he can't press the button? Are snake men just too light to press buttons? All right, we still managed to use the thing on him. Kind of interesting that we only managed to pull one there, though. Can't wait till we find the Ring of Favor and Protection. Because in this game, it's really super good. And sure, it breaks if you ever take it off, but that requires you to take it off. And for my money, there's no ring that is better in the ring slot than Favor and Protection. Like, I guess there's times when you would want to affect rings. But F&P, just in terms of what it does for you, is so amazing. But yeah, I guess there are the times when you might want, like, the ring that makes it so that bogs and whatnot don't slow your movement. And also a ring that does some other thing that's useful. But most of the time, there's not really much reason to even consider taking off the Ring of Favor and Protection. Because it's just that good. And there's no balls coming this way. Because they're never going to come this way again. Which is fine by me. I don't like when balls come my way. More often than not, it results in me dying when I otherwise would not. And let's go ahead. Oh, thanks for killing the table for me. Gives us more room to fight. I was thinking that one more slash would do it, but it was two. Waiting for the ball. There we go. Now we follow the ball until we get our souls. Because I would like to get those back. So it'll be a not at all until that gets filled up. That's fine. Waiting for the next ball. Really? They're all the way in the back? This is gonna suck. Well, hey, at least we managed to get further this way. And now we're safe. Or at least as safe as we can be. Let's let the next ball come by. Sure, we had time to go before it, but... Oh, hang on, there's a ladder here? Interesting. Seems it's a ladder to nowhere, though. Maybe if we got here before the balls, there would have been something. Why is there a ladder there, though? That seems weird. And by the way, this blood stain on this elevator is your one clue that maybe there's something unpleasant waiting for you. So up we go. Now we're in here. And ball's going that way, which is fine by me for now. But let's turn this where we actually want it to go. And then we could continue further up, but there's still an item that we haven't grabbed in here. And there it is. So let's actually... Wait, I can't... Okay, now I can move this way. Plunging attack! And that's enough of you. Got our item. There's a hole in the wall. Okay. But this is not super useful. Well, looks like there is a path we can drop onto. I think this is a bit of a shortcut, maybe? Could be. Let's not take it yet. Not when we've still got other places to explore. I believe this is where we open the does not open from this side door. Oh, and we get some stuff as well. And yeah, now we can open that. And then we can actually go up. So let's do that. Let's go up. And then up from here. Whoops. Actually got kind of lucky that we managed to go between a couple of those and then not get hit by the rest. Yeah, sorry, I don't have wings. But if you just walk, it works. So there's that guy there. Seems he's alone here. Oh, wait, he's got a friend up there. Though she seems to have not really noticed us yet, which is totally fine. Now he's dead. She still doesn't care. So you can walk this way and then fall down this and die. I've done that before. But let's not do that today. Instead, let's deal with this lady. And one more slice should do her in. Yep. And then from here, we can go around here. Then there's this guy. And he's guarding something. And we're going to find out what that something is. And a stab. Okay. What you guarding? Large Titanite. I appreciate that. In fact, I believe that's enough that we can get our sword to +10. Which is the maximum for large Titanite, and then we'll need chunks to go beyond there, because 10 is not the cap in this game. Oh, that's right. So for this, there's no shame in fighting ranged battles. Though it helps if you shoot the snake and not the wall. And if you just keep shooting, she doesn't get to cast. Whoops. Need to remember I don't have my bow on the left hand right now. So down there, that platform is actually where we would have gotten to. So that might still be worth investigating. But for now, we've got some pendulums to get by. Whoops. Well then. Plunging attack? No. Of course we can't do a plunging attack. Because we got knocked down. And even if we could, we probably still would have died on impact. Well, since we're here, we might as well use this. Yes? Yeah, that should be enough. And then upgrade our sword again. Because why the heck not?
Hello. You seem to need any...
Oh, right. We still have one more to go for large titanite. Well, hey. That just means we can make it one better.
yourself neither of it.
I forgot we were at +8 instead of +9. Oops. And now, it's time for this episode to end. So join us next time when we get our souls back and probably come out the top of Sen's Fortress. See you then, friends.